Hello everyone and welcome back to the FRC Historian. Today I'll be making a video about Team 1717 the Penguineers. With the recent dissolving of Beachbot's 330 after the 2019 season, a lot of us are looking back at their history, some of the impressive things that they did, including both the 2005 World Championship and 2016 World Championship wins. However, today I want to look at 1717 the Penguineers, a team who dissolved in 2015, one who I always looked at as how would they do if they hadn't dissolved then, and a team who had some very impressive feats that they pulled off, though not always highlighted when you look just at their history tab. So today I'll go over some of those things that are interesting. Thank you for tuning in, and let's start out here. This team, the Penguineers 1717, started off in 2006. Went to two regionals, Arizona where they won Rookie Inspiration, and South California where they won Rookie All-Star. Throughout these two regionals, they pulled off some impressive feats, such as at their first ever competition coming up in the number 5 Alliance, upsetting number 4 and going on to the semis, where they were taken out by an impressive Alliance of 1241, 987, and 1917. Then they would go into the Southern California Regional, where they would win Rookie All-Star and not be in an Alliance. However, due to that Rookie All-Star, they would go on to the Curie Division of the World Championship their first year, where they would go 2 and 5 in the qualification rounds. Now into their second season in 2007. 2007, they would start off at the Los Angeles Regional. They would be part of the number 6 Alliance, along with Team 188 Blizzard in 1722. They would upset the number 3 Alliance, and then go into the semis where they would go up against the Alliance of 254, 330, and 4. This is a very powerful Alliance, where they would actually win their first match 62-32, then lose the next two 158-0 and 94-10 to become semifinalists, however putting up an impressive showing against that Alliance. Then they would go into San Diego, where they'd be part of number 6 Alliance yet again, but this time team up with partners 294 and 368. They would win both quarterfinals, win both semifinals, go into the finals where they would take on 696, 330, and 835, and win their first match 34-6, then lose the next two to become regional finalists. However, throughout all of their history, one team that they actually did go up against quite a bit was 330 Beachbots, and then 294, who, if you didn't know, it's kind of Beachbot's second half. When the original team split many years ago, they split into 330 and 294, and 294 lives on. So here, in 2008, this is where they actually had a 2-year streak of something that I found rather impressive. Let's say it took the world champions to take them out, and here's where it starts. This year is when they started having very much success with their regionals, winning 2. The San Diego Regional, they were ranked 9th, and were picked up by the number 2 Alliance. This including teams 294, their captain, as well as team 968. They would win both quarterfinals, go into the semis, they'd go 2-1, and then go into the finals, where they would actually upset a very powerful Alliance of 987, 330, and 2034, becoming regional champions. And then they would go into the Los Angeles Regional. They'd be part of the number 1 Alliance, this time teaming up with Beachbots and 980 to go 6-0 in the playoffs. In the finals, beating 294, 702, and 2659, becoming regional champions, 2-time regional champions this year. Then in the Galileo division, at the World Championship, they would rank 2nd, captain the number 2 in Alliance, and I can't overstate this enough, their Alliance of 1717, 254, and 384 would do very well, making it to the finals of their division, and taken out by one of, if not the strongest Alliance in all of FRC history, of 217, 1114, and 148, was the Alliance that went on to take them out in the finals of their division. On to 2009, they would have a similar season, starting off with the Los Angeles Regional, ranking 12th, be picked up with an Alliance of 597, 294 in themselves, making it past the quarterfinals 2-0, beating an Alliance of 330, 1726, and 980 in the semis, then on to the finals where they would take on an Alliance of 973, 207, and 2659, lose the first match, win the second, lose the third, becoming regional finalists. On to Sacramento, they would be ranked first, a first for them, where they would pick up Team 668 and 2473, go 6-0 in the playoffs, and win there, becoming regional champions against Team Taters in the finals 115 and 144. On to Galileo, they would rank 7th, part of the number 6 Alliance, them 870 and 2775, would go on to win both quarterfinals, upsetting number 3, going on to the semifinals, winning the semifinals as well, winning the first time, the second, winning the third against an Alliance of the Greybots, 25 and 13-18. Then on to the finals where they were taken out You guessed it, that year's world champions, 67, 111, and 971. They would actually win the quality award on the Einstein Field, however. Then on to 2010, where they would start off at the San Diego Regional, ranking 15th, be part of the number one alliance, along with 25, 43, and 115. In the finals, they'd be taken out by an alliance of 294, 100, and 359. On to Los Angeles, they would be part of the number one alliance, ranking third. 1542 themselves and Beach Bots would go on to win both quarterfinals, win both semifinals, go into 4 finals matches. Where they would go into the finals where they best an alliance of 294, 968, and 980, becoming regional champions. Then they would go on to the Galileo division, where they would rank 6th and be part of the number 4 alliance, along with teams 271 and 263, getting out in the quarterfinals to 230, 1305, and 1714, and win quality award on Einstein yet again. One thing about this team that I feel special is if you just look at their stats, you might not see anything special, but when they were taken out, it was a very powerful alliance. For instance, both in 2008 and 2009, they were able to lead a powerful alliance who got taken out by the world champions themselves, with 2008 really striking a chord as that was one of the most powerful alliances ever, with 3 IFI powerful robots. Each of them won 1 or 2 regionals by themselves, teaming up at Worlds. As well as 2009, them leading a lower numbered alliance, getting out to the world champions. This team was very powerful. They did not win a division, however, they got very close, and every time they would get close, they'd be up against insurmountable odds, yet they would put up a fight. They won many regionals, and up here soon you'll see another important feat. 2011, they'd go into the San Diego Regional, ranking 14th, be part of the number 5 alliance, along with 2102 and 3477. They would win both quarterfinals, upsetting number 4, then go on to the semis against 254, 987, and 3704, win their first semifinal, and then lose the next 2 to become semifinalists. On to Los Angeles, they would be ranked 3rd, part of the number 1 alliance, 330 themselves in 1515, go on to win both quarterfinals, on to the semis, win the first, lose the second, to an alliance captained by 294, then win the third, then get out in the finals to 968, 1197, and 3473. On to Worlds, they would be in the Curie Division, ranking 2nd. They would captain this alliance. Along with them, there would be 67 and 2751, winning both quarterfinals, going into the semis, losing narrowly to an alliance of 71, 103, and 2826. On to 2012. This is something interesting if you didn't know history of California. They would go into the Los Angeles Regional. First off, they would rank 4th. They would be part of the number 1 alliance. Them 987, 3512 would go 6-0, winning the Los Angeles Regional. Central Valley, this is actually a milestone in the history of one California team. They would rank 1st, pick up teams 330 and 2102, win both quarterfinals, win both semifinals, and best in alliance of 254, 3309, and 1323. This actually marks the last time that the Cheesy Poofs didn't win a regional. So whereas OP started at their start and ended in 2007, Cheesy Poofs started 2013 and are still going on to now. 1717 would rank 2nd at the Newton Division. They pick up teams 469 and 2471, and despite having a powerful alliance, they wouldn't all be able to put up a high enough score to win the semis against 68, 639, and 330. On to their 2013 season, the Penguineers would start off at the Los Angeles Regional. This would be back to another year where they do well at the regionals. Ranked 2nd, captain their alliance, them 973 and 1836, would win both quarterfinals, win both semifinals against 330, 380, 38, 51, and 696. Then on to the finals where they had upset an alliance 35, 12, 981, and 599. On to Las Vegas, they would put up another impressive feat, them ranking 2nd with teams 32-45 and 42-76, part of the number 1 alliance, winning the quarters, winning the semis, going on to the finals, besting an alliance at 2403, 597, and 987. 987, that being the High Rollers, the Hall of Fame team from Nevada, who always goes to Las Vegas and almost always wins it themselves, however, this year being upset by 1717. On to Curie, they would rank 6th, be part of the number 6 alliance, along with teams 234 and 135. They would unfortunately lose to an alliance of 67, 1918, and 4814. On to 2014, the Penguineers would start off strong at the Los Angeles Regional, ranking 4th, going 14-3 at this regional. Number 3 Alliance, they would team up with 294 and 51-24. They would do very well in the quarters, very well in the semis, into the finals. They go up against 973, 330, and 980. Yet again, another impressive alliance. Win the first, lose the second, win the third, becoming regional champions. They would start off strong here, ranking third, 14-5 overall. Teaming up with teams 34, 76, and 687, they would form their own alliance, winning both quarterfinals, losing the first semi, winning the next two, then going on to the finals where they'd be bested by an alliance of 24-85, 24-78, and 9-87, becoming regional finalists. On to Galileo. This team would start off ranked 8th, part of the number 8 alliance, picking teams 21-22 and 36-83. Here being taken out by the number 1 alliance of 148, 16-56, and 5-58, ending out their 2014 season. And now for their swan song, the 2015 season, Penguin Bot 8, as they would call it. They would start off at the Los Angeles Regional, ranking 29th, be part of an alliance with 4201 and 599, getting a high enough score to qualify for the semis, but not for the finals of this competition. Going on to the Ventura Regional, they would rank 2nd with an average qual score of 100.17. Team up with teams 330 and 2761 of the number 1 alliance. Get a high enough score to make it to the finals, however, 2nd, and then upset the alliance of 4201, 3512, and 3970, winning the first match by 2 points, second match by 41 points, quite a larger margin, becoming regional champions in blue. And finally, they would go on to the Carver Division. Here they would team up with teams 971 and 5431 and 2834. However, they wouldn't have a high enough average to make it onto the finals, thus getting out in the semis of this division, winning the Innovation Control Award in 2015. I wanted to go over some of this. Of course, I went over their history, but also some of the interesting things in their history. This is a team who, up until this year when BeachBots would dissolve, this is the team I always thought of. This is the team who had dissolved. How would they do now if they still existed? And the team who I had thought of as the best team to no longer exist. Of course, now I think that is BeachBots. But I just wanted to shed some light on 1717. One thing I've always found interesting about them is how they were able to take on and put up quite impressive scores against two of the strongest World Championship Alliance year back-to-back, 2008 and 2009. And then also put up some impressive feats against 330 and 294 throughout their years in FRC. Thank you all for watching. This has been the FRC Historian.